Melanie Janine Brown, known globally as Mel B or Scary Spice, has lived multiple lives within one. Pop star, reality judge, advocate, survivor, and reinvention artist, her journey spans the highest highs of global superstardom to the most harrowing valleys of personal hardship. Best known as one-fifth of the Spice Girls, Mel B brought an unmistakable mix of boldness and vulnerability to the world stage. But behind the leopard print, powerhouse vocals, and fearless image was a woman battling intense private battles. Today, she is no longer just Scary Spice. She is a survivor, mother, activist, and voice for those silenced by abuse. This is the real Mel B, raw, unfiltered, and utterly unforgettable. Early life. Melanie Brown was born on May 29, 1975, in Leeds, West Yorkshire, to an English mother and a Navizian father. Growing up in a working-class mixed-race household in a predominantly white area, she often felt like an outsider, but that sense of otherness shaped her confidence and fire. Trained in performing arts at Intake High School, Mel found joy and defiance in dance, music, and drama. Her personality was fierce, her energy magnetic. After performing in local bands and theater circuits, she auditioned for a girl group project in 1994. That group would become the Spice Girls, a global phenomenon that would forever change pop music and catapult Mel into international fame. Rise to fame. By the mid-1990s, Mel B was a household name. As Scary Spice, she stood out for her wild curls, unapologetic attitude, and vocal power. The Spice Girls' debut single, Wannabe, topped charts in 37 countries and made history. With their message of girl power, they became icons of female empowerment. The group sold over 100 million records, won Brit Awards, and performed at world stages, including the 2012 London Olympics. Mel B's charisma made her a standout, confident, loud, and impossible to ignore. After the Spice Girls' initial disbandment, she embarked on a solo career, releasing Hot in 2000. Although it didn't match the group's success, her public profile remained high. Over the years, she reinvented herself repeatedly, acting in West End productions, hosting TV shows, and becoming a reality judge on platforms like America's Got Talent, The X Factor UK, and Dancing with the Stars. Personal life and relationships. Mel B's personal life has been a journey of heartbreak, healing, and fierce devotion to her daughters. In 1998, she married Dutch dancer Jimmy Golzar, with whom she had her first daughter, Phoenix Chai. The marriage ended bitterly in 2000, with Mel paying £1 $25 million in divorce settlements. In 2007, she secretly married film producer Stephen Belafonte in Las Vegas. They welcomed a daughter, Madison, but behind the scenes, Mel's life spiraled. She later revealed in court and in her memoir that the marriage was marked by a decade of emotional, physical, and financial abuse. The 2017 divorce was messy, public, and painful. She was ordered to pay substantial financial support and agreed to joint custody. But the process gave Mel a voice, one she has since used to speak openly about trauma, PTSD, and survival. Her third daughter, Angel Iris, was born in 2007 from a brief but high-profile relationship with actor Eddie Murphy, who initially denied paternity before a DNA test confirmed he was the father. Mel has since worked to maintain a co-parenting relationship. In 2022, she announced her engagement to hairstylist Rory McPhee, a longtime family friend. Today, Mel B prioritizes peace, motherhood, and advocacy. As a patron of Women's Aid, she uses her voice to support survivors of domestic violence, bringing her personal pain into public purpose. But behind the glitz of girl power was a woman navigating scars the spotlight never revealed, and the truth of what happened behind closed doors would one day shock the world. Yet even in the darkest chapters, Mel B's story was far from over. Net worth. Mel B's financial journey has been nothing short of dramatic. At the peak of her Spice Girls fame, she amassed an estimated £38 million, about $50 million. But by 2017, court records revealed she had just £961 in her bank account and owed over $2.5 million in back taxes to the IRS. Her lavish spending, legal battles, and years of financial control by others led to near financial ruin. But Mel staged an impressive comeback. Roles on America's Got Talent earned her an estimated $1 million per season, while judging on Australia's The Masked Singer and multiple UK programs added to her income stream. The Spice Girls 2019 reunion tour reportedly earned her £4.4 million, a pivotal boost that reignited her brand and finances. As of 2024, her estimated net worth is around $6 to $8 million, a modest sum compared to her past, but a powerful symbol of rebuilding. But how does someone go from Spice Girl fortune to financial ruin and claw their way back again? What followed was a financial roller coaster few could have predicted. Her bank account told one story, but her comeback told another. Car collection. Mel B's car collection mirrors her life. High-octane, glamorous, and at times armored for survival. Ferrari California, established $200,000. A sleek, convertible sports car with a 4.3-liter V8 engine, 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.8 seconds. Known for its bold design and precision handling, it matched her outgoing public persona in her Spice Girls heyday. Bentley Continental GTC, eterned $250,000. A symbol of ultra-luxury, this convertible boasts 626 horsepower, diamond-quilted leather seats, and handcrafted wood veneers. Mel was frequently photographed driving this during her AGT days in Los Angeles. Cadillac Escalade ESV, Armored Edition, Estini $180,000 plus. Post-divorce, Mel upgraded to an armored SUV for safety. With bullet-resistant panels and run-flat tires, the Escalade offered both protection and prestige. It featured a V8 engine, custom blacked-out trim, and satellite connectivity. Mercedes-Benz GL E-Coupe, estimated $90,000. This luxury crossover coupe blends sporty design with comfort. It's a reflection of her post-Hollywood practical glamour. Range Rover Sport, estimated $85,000. Seen often behind the wheel in the UK, this SUV delivers both off-road prowess and high-end detailing, perfect for Mel's lifestyle and Leeds. Mel's fleet has evolved over time, once about statement, now about security, family, and self-assured power. But every luxury vehicle carried a deeper meaning and sometimes a hidden cost. Her choice of cars wasn't just about horsepower, it was about protection, identity, and survival. And in some cases, her vehicles offered more safety than the relationships she escaped from. Real estate portfolio. Mel's real estate holdings have reflected both the excesses of fame and the necessity of escape. Hollywood Hills Mansion, sold for $9 million. This sprawling property included 6 bedrooms, a recording studio, panoramic city views, and custom interiors. It was both a family home and creative sanctuary, until her divorce forced its sale. Beverly Hills home, established $4.34 million. Located near celebrity enclaves, this house featured designer kitchens, infinity pools, and smart home tech. It was part of her LA-based life during America's Got Talent years. Hollywood Hills rental, established $5.5 million. Mel lived here during separation, where she reportedly struggled with surveillance fears and safety concerns. Leeds residence, established $1.2 million. Returning to her roots, Mel eventually bought a home in Leeds. Initially, she lived with her mother in a modest bungalow, but after years of rebuilding, she purchased a sizable detached home, offering both privacy and proximity to her support network. Her real estate footprint spans trauma and triumph, each home marking a chapter in her reclamation of power and peace. But behind the keys to million-dollar homes was a woman searching for something money couldn't buy. One property, in particular, would mark the end of one life and the beginning of another. Yet no mansion could shield her from what came next. Luxury lifestyle. Mel B's peak lifestyle was extravagant and unapologetic. She famously admitted to spending gazillions on couture clothing, diamonds, and first-class indulgence. Her jewelry collection included a $425,000 pear-shaped diamond ring, a $200,000 yellow diamond pendant, countless Cartier and Bulgari pieces. She flew private, vacationed in Maldives overwater villas, hosted A-list Hollywood parties, and maintained elite security staff. But after 2017, that lifestyle dramatically shifted. Grocery runs to Aldi, bargain shopping, and financial transparency became part of her new reality. Today, she balances occasional luxury with mindfulness, choosing statement pieces over excess and public service over private extravagance. But the high heels and private jets masked something much more painful beneath the surface, and just when it all looked perfect, everything began to unravel. The diamonds sparkled, but the truth behind them, controversies. Mel B's life has not been without scandal or pain, but her transparency has turned many of her controversies into platforms for awareness. Financial disputes. Court documents during her divorce revealed the extent of her financial crash. Critics questioned her spending. Mel later described these behaviors as a symptom of control, isolation, and abuse. Abuse allegations. Her claims against Stephen Belafonte included coercive control, threats, surveillance, and estrangement from family. These were substantiated by multiple testimonies and her best-selling memoir, Brutally Honest. Mental health battles. In 2018, Mel revealed a suicide attempt, fueled by PTSD and despair. Her public acknowledgement broke taboos and made headlines globally. Impersonation scams. In recent years, fraudsters impersonated her online to scam fans and business partners, revealing both her digital vulnerability and enduring fame. Despite these low points, Mel has embraced vulnerability as strength, facing adversity with grace and unfiltered honesty. But as the courtroom revelations poured in, so did the questions about who Mel B really was. And one harrowing night nearly ended it all, until she found a reason to stay. Even her most loyal fans were left wondering, how much had she really endured? Direct quotes and public persona. Mel B's public persona is bold, brash, and refreshingly human. She's never been one to sugarcoat reality. I've been through hell and back, but I'm still standing, louder than ever, a post-divorce reflection capturing her signature defiance. I didn't just survive. I came back to fight, for my girls and for every woman who couldn't speak up. During a Women's Aid campaign speech, 2021, Scary Spice was just a nickname. What I am is honest. On reclaiming her identity beyond the stage. Her voice, raspy, passionate, authentic, remains one of the most recognizable in British pop culture. Whether on talent shows or talk shows, Mel B brings energy, empathy, and a sharp, fearless wit. Legacy and conclusion. Mel B's legacy stretches far beyond the stage. She didn't just champion girl power, she lived it, survived it, and redefined it. From a Spice Girl lighting up stadiums to a woman standing against abuse, Mel B transformed personal pain into public purpose. Her memoir, Brutally Honest, is now a touchstone for survivors. Her advocacy for domestic violence awareness earned her an MBE in 2022, a recognition of service that transcended music. She remains a force, funny, unfiltered, unbreakable. Mel B's story is one of radical reinvention, proving that even the loudest icons can be silenced, and then find their voice again. In the end, Scary Spice wasn't just a persona, it was a prophecy. But her legacy won't be defined by fame alone, it's what she chose to do with her pain that truly matters. And as she rebuilds her life piece by piece, one question lingers. How will the world remember her? Because sometimes the loudest voices come from those who were once silenced.